There's no such thing as clock time here, for we are able to eliminate time as well as space, since we are able to will ourselves to be anywhere at any moment of Earth time and are able to look ahead so far into what you call the future, that this also transcends the earthly idea of time. For things are planned ahead, make no mistake. If Earthlings realized how much of it is planned ahead, they would not struggle so strongly to avert certain catastrophes, as they view them, because why worry so much when it's all laid out in front of you anyway? Just accept as it comes, remembering always to do the very best that you can to lead productive, helpful lives, and let the future come to you unfeared, for whether it's part of the divine plan for you or your own mission which you agreed to accomplish when you return to physical form, it's there. So what is fear? Simply lack of faith in the plan. Be relaxed, available, willing to take what comes and do the best that you can. Death is no more than the passage through a beckoning door. It is so brief, so transitory as scarcely to be noted, for it is what lies beyond the door that counts. The body, let us say, is tired and weakened. At a certain point the heart stops, not merely because the body mechanism will not function, but also because the soul has slipped off through the opening door. Some go gladly, some reluctantly, but all in answer to the universal urge for peace and tranquility. For a time the soul in transit may slumber, particularly if there has been undue shock or mental weakening. On this side they let it sleep until it stirs and seems to feel need, of its own accord, for contact with those on this side. But sometimes the step across is so gentle as to seem like the wafting of a summer's breeze. This was so in my case, because I knew enough of what to expect to welcome the shedding of the husk which was my ailing body. The pain ceased, the spirit departed, and here I was amid such beauty as you cannot dream. The here was not different from the there except that, with no need for physical comforts, only the beauty of the world remained. I found that it was as I subconsciously remembered, although no one can quite recall the beauty and the deep affinity that one has for others of like thinking here. It was like coming home, to slip through the door and release the tired old body. In an instant, without conscious thought, I was here surrounded by relatives, and my mother was saying, "Hallelujah, Arthur." Let's clear out the minds of those on your side who cling to those childish patterns of imaginative thought. It retards their progress here to expect such nonsensical things. Instead of clothing the truth with so much fluff, which takes time to strip away, it would be better to proceed with the work at hand. There is work here, but only that which is purposeful, necessary, and congenial. No one is forced to work at any task. He himself chooses what to do, and if it helps with his spiritual growth, that is enough to make the angels sing, as the preachers say. But he will never be compelled to grow or develop. No teachers on this side to force Johnny to learn to read or spell, unless Johnny wants to grow and develop. Therefore we need to be stronger here than there. Understand? There we are pushed against our will by loving parents and teachers, to make something of ourselves. Here, we're left to our own devices, and the lazy ones loaf by the wayside, without ever putting their feet upon the path and searching for the way. At least, that's what I've found today, although admittedly, I'm a newcomer in a land that is never the same to a soul, even though we pass along this way after each earthly incarnation. We are different each time we come through the open door again. We have formed new patterns of thought and new ideas about what to expect, and since thoughts are definitely things, we are the co-creators with God of what we find for ourselves here. Ruth, we want you to wake up the people there to the importance of this towering truth. They, with their thoughts, are not only creating the pattern of their future lives but their own heaven or hell.